I came out here to take a look. I wanted to see how this tree was doing, or bush. It's a hibiscus that around here people call Rose of Sharon. And I got it now many years ago. There were actually two of them in a pot together, and I just planted them together. And I guess that one of them on the left is just totally dead, and one on the right is just put out a few small leaves and a few flowers. There's a bee trying to make the best of it. Not probably going to get a lot from it. Boy, even the flowers are just like miniature ghosts of themselves. At one point, these were really nice, and they would put out seedlings, and I gave away a lot of them. And there was this one, that was one of the two pots that I bought at the garden club would have a sale after the garden tour, and that's where I bought them. And then there was one over here that died enough years ago that all that's left is a slight low spot where the rest of it rotted out. And this was one of them that came off a start, and it still looked nice a couple years ago, but looks now like it has given up entirely. I'm just looking here, and it looks to me like, yep, there's a start in the fence, in the neighbor's fence. So yeah, that's what those are supposed to look like, not those little tiny things that I just showed. What mine left over, one of mine looks like. Boy, this place is full of bees. Look at all those bees up there. I don't know if you can see them or not, but those are lilac bushes. They're not in bloom now. Why all those bees are up in there, I have no idea. But I think I'm going to back away slowly, as they say. Sometimes I have starts of those Rose of Sharon coming up here amongst my other things. I haven't been keeping up this garden at all for years now. But I know I gave away a bunch of them because they would, they'd come up as starts in here, and I didn't want everything all crowded in. And so I would give them to anybody who wanted them. But don't see any now. That doesn't mean there aren't any, because there's a whole lot of other stuff in here to look at. So there might be something around here somewhere. But oh, I remember now. I had this thought before I came out, and then I distracted myself. Oh, these are so pretty. This is such a pretty color, and it just doesn't show up well on the camera. Try to find the right way to shade it. So pretty, and it's got moisture on it, and it's sparkling, and it's just so pretty. But I did move one last year over to here, and I think, yeah, it's still alive in there. This pokeweed has kind of taken over the universe, but that Rose of Sharon is still in there. It's not doing real great, but it's there. Pokeweed is the only thing around here who seems to be enjoying itself, I guess. I don't know. Okay, well, yeah. The things I plant die. The things I don't plant insist on growing, It's just kind of the way it is. Some of those daylilies are still going. These are pretty things.